What's going on, YouTube? It's Unger to the Max here. A salute to you. And congratulations, NFL. You get the Super Bowl you wanted. Which, by the way, it's the first time that the same two cities that were in the World Series are now meeting for the Super Bowl. Because the Boston Red Sox played the Los Angeles Dodgers in this year's World Series, and the Dodgers won, Hey, George, what's up? Happy MLK Day to you as well. So my mistake, it was that the Red Sox beat the Dodgers in 5 games. Now, for a few weeks, maybe even a month or so, I've been trying to argue that Drew Brees is the GOAT and not Tom Brady. After what I saw from Tom Brady yesterday against the Kansas City Chiefs, going on the road in the AFC Championship game, where it was 2-3 in those games, and having lost the last 2 in the AFC Championship game before Super Bowl 50 and the AFC Championship game before Super Bowl 49, of which both of those were in Denver. But after having to go into Kansas City and come out with the win, I can't deny it. Tom Brady is the GOAT. But let me say this, and I'll read what I wrote on my Facebook last night. I've been saying that Drew Brees is the GOAT, but after the performance I just saw, I can't deny it any longer. Tom Brady is the GOAT. However, that doesn't mean I have to like him, because I still don't like him. I also have to admit that I at least respect the Patriots for what they've done. However, that doesn't mean that I have to like them. And that doesn't mean I have to like them. And I don't. But I at least respect them. However, this doesn't mean that I don't think they've cheated, because I do think they've cheated in the past. But what Brady has done in general is incredible, and I respect what he's done, but I still don't like him. And I respect the Patriots, but I still despise them. Does that make sense? So I respect Brady, and I respect the Patriots, but I still don't like either of them. But congratulations, NFL. You get the Super Bowl you wanted, because we all know, 100%, we all know that you did not want Kansas City against New Orleans. You didn't want New Orleans against New England. Well, maybe you would have, because that would have been Brees against Brady. You didn't want LA. Maybe you wanted LA against Kansas City because of the 54-51 shootout that they brought us on that Monday night game in LA. But we all know this is the matchup you wanted. 2 big cities, Los Angeles and Boston. It's that simple. And to add on to that, I want to read something that Daniel Cormier tweeted about the 2 games last night. And I'll definitely get more into it and give you my thoughts. And I'm going to try and keep it as clean as I can, but I can't promise anything. But here's what Daniel Cormier had to say. He tweeted the following. The NFL is rigged. 2 large market teams. They have strategically placed Boston versus Los Angeles in the Super Bowl. I guess New Orleans versus Kansas City doesn't sound as sexy. And I agree with him. The NFL wanted this matchup. They wanted 2 big cities. We just had that World Series matchup. Let's have it again in the Super Bowl. Why not? It's the first time it's ever happened, so that's kind of cool. But in general, how do I feel after yesterday's games? It's hard to say, really. There was a blatant missed call in the NFC Championship game that pretty much cost the Saints a trip to the Super Bowl. But at the same time, there were other opportunities for the Saints to score and take advantage of what the Rams were giving them, where they wouldn't have had to put themselves in that position. But they ended up putting themselves in that position, and here we are. And here we are. And here we are.
Herman Textile.
And here we are talking about.
Hi, sorry we missed your call. Leave us a message after the tone. Thanks.
Hold on.
Marcy, hi, Joel. It's 25 to 12. Marcy, you are correct with the originally when I was at the home and measured.
Sorry if you can hear that. Hold on one second.
Which shutter instead of the composite. So we discussed that. If we want to do the shutter in the study, do a composite. You're 14 over $1,400 less. Do the composite, doing a white. That means that give me a call when you're ready. I have a couple of my Cleveland and the west side, so I'm not sure exactly how long I'll be here. Probably about 1:30. Okay, if you can't give me a call, bye-bye.
Okay, so sorry about that. The voicemail being in this. You never know what's going to happen during these live streams. But, I mean, I'm struggling to come up with words. Because the NFL needs to do something. Because the official was standing right there. It wasn't like the receiver was going like this to try and catch the ball. No. He didn't even get the opportunity to even catch it because the cornerback came in and not only was it pass interference, but it was helmet to helmet. Didn't even give him a chance. I think the Rams cornerback was Roby Coleman. Let me double check. Nickel Roby Coleman. He even thought if he was going to get penalized. The NFL even came out and said after the game, yes, we missed. Yes, it should have been called for pass interference. And yes, it should have been helmet to helmet. What good does it do when you come out after the fact and say something? It doesn't do anything. So, my question is this. Should the NFL allow coaches to challenge pass interference plays that aren't called? Like, should Sean Payton have been allowed to challenge that play yesterday? Or maybe not a challenge, but should that play have gone under review? I personally think so. I mean, for years it seems like we've been putting the regular season and the postseason on the same level. They are not on the same level. Get this straight. They're not on the same level. They really aren't. I don't know why the NFL treats the postseason like the regular season, especially with yesterday's games. I mean, the Saints, Rams, Patriots, and Chiefs were all one step away from the Super Bowl. Not just one step, but one game away from the Super Bowl. And you prevent the Saints from going to the Super Bowl because of that? Come on. Really? That's what it's come to? Okay. I'll come back to more that game a little bit later. But I want to get to the Patriots-Chiefs game. So the last 2 times that Brady had gone on the road for the AFC Championship, he had lost. Granted, this was in Denver, where they had a ferocious defense with Von Miller leading the way. But still, the last 2 times he had been in the AFC Championship game on the road, he's lost. The only time I can remember that he's lost at home in the AFC Championship is when the Ravens went on that miraculous run where they first beat Andrew Luck and the Colts. Then they went to Denver and beat the Broncos. Then they went to New England and beat the Patriots. And then they beat San Francisco to win the Super Bowl in Ray Lewis's final season. So that's the only time I can think of recently where Brady's lost at home in the Super Bowl. In the AFC Championship. But my key for any team to beat the Patriots in the AFC Championship has always been get the AFC Championship out of Foxborough. Get it out of the way. Don't let Brady have home field advantage. And Kansas City did that. But they couldn't take advantage of it. Why? Because their defense didn't do a good job of taking anything away. They allowed the Patriots to run the ball. They allowed the Patriots to do those little dink and dump passes short down the field. They didn't need to go deep down the field. Now, did the Patriots go deep a couple times? Yes, but it wasn't often that they did because they didn't need to. Now, the Chiefs had that game won. First of all, I've heard all the experts say that the football did not touch Edelman on the one play. I disagree. If you look at, I don't remember what camera angle it was, but it appears that the ball goes off his thumb. And I also thought the football got him right here, like in the elbow area. So I'm very surprised that they overturned it. And also the Chris Hogan play, or I think it was Hogan. How is that a catch? He did not maintain control of it. It hit the ground. Isn't that not a catch? Huh? Yeah, seriously, that's not a catch. But more than anything, Kansas City had that game won. On that interception, it goes off Gronkowski into the hands of one of the Kansas City defenders. And then, after the play was over, let me say that one more time. After the play was over, they go, flag, offside, defense, 5-yard penalty. Like, okay, did they get that call right? Yes. But call it when you first see it. Don't call it way after the play is over. And also, in what world is a defender coming up and slapping somebody a quarterback on the shoulder? In what world is that roughing the passer? Huh? What, is Tom Brady now get special treatment because he's considered to be the GOAT? Come on. Look, NFL, I get that this is probably the Super Bowl. This is the Super Bowl you wanted. But, in my opinion, I'll say it again. You took the cheap way to get there. Yeah. I mean, Kansas City against New Orleans doesn't sound sexy to you? So what? It's 2 small market teams. Who cares? So let me guess. If Cleveland was if the Browns were to somehow get in the AFC Championship against New England, you would rather have New England in the Super Bowl, right? Because you don't want a small market team like Cleveland in the Super Bowl. It's that simple. Let's say the Jets were to get in the AFC Championship game against Cleveland. I'll use The way the NFL is right now, they would want New York because New York is the big city. You can't do that. But I want to talk about the overtime. This is the dumbest rule ever. Yes, I get it. New England won. They did. I won't say fair and square. I'm not going to say fair and square. Not because I think the Patriots cheated, because I don't think they did. But they were, how should I say this? They got a couple breaks. First off, with the Julian Edelman play, because again, I think it did hit him. Chris Hogan play, I believe that was not a catch. Brady getting slapped on the shoulder and them calling it roughing the passer. The D Ford offside, which it was offside. I get that. But it was way after the fact. Call it when you see it. Don't call it like after the play is over and, oh, we're going to throw the flag. What? No, don't do that. But New England got a couple breaks. Okay? Okay. I feel that way. You may not agree, and that's fine. But the NFL needs to change its overtime rule policy. New England won that game in overtime because of a coin flip. So Patrick Mahomes didn't get a chance to go on the field because of a coin flip. Come on. I mean, hold on. You saw how explosive the Kansas City offense had gotten in the fourth quarter. You saw it. I saw it. Everybody in Arrowhead Stadium saw it. Everybody in New England saw it. The whole country saw it. Why aren't you going to let Mahomes and that Chiefs offense have a chance to respond? Look at the college rules. Both teams get a possession, regardless of if the first team with possession scores a touchdown. The other team still gets a chance. Why can't the NFL adopt that policy? Look, I get it. They don't want a LSU Texas A&M type game. I get that. Where it's a 72-71 type game. I get that. But at the same time, you got to give both teams a fair chance. Let me go back to 2014. Or no, 2014. A rematch of Super Bowl 48 in Seattle. It went to overtime. And the Seahawks got possession first. Seattle drives down the field. Marshawn Lynch takes the ball into the end zone, scores, and Seattle wins. But Denver never got a chance to score or never got a chance to respond. NFC Championship 2014. Green Bay against Seattle. The Green Bay collapse, I'll call it. Or the miracle at the clink, as Seahawks fans like to call it. Seattle got the ball first, and Russell Wilson threw a beautiful pass to Jermaine Kearse for the touchdown. Did Green Bay get a chance to respond? No. How is that fair? It's not. I mean, you got to give both teams have worked extremely hard from training camp to practices to the regular season, playing 16 hard games each week. Even if a score like a week 8 game, for example, is like 33-20, 33-7, the team that scored 33 still had to work hard. It's not like the team that scored 7 is just going to give in. So players and teams have worked too hard for a game to come down to overtime and not even get a chance to respond. The NFL needs to do something. But right now, I want to change it up a little bit. So the Patriots are in the Super Bowl again. Come on. Look, I know I just admitted Tom Brady is the GOAT. I get it. But he's been in it, let's see, 2019, 2018, 2017. Let me see. Let me see if I can find this. This is his 9th appearance in the Super Bowl, by the way. I'm not going to be able to find it, I don't think. Hold on. Darn it, can't find it. All right. Hold on 1 second. All right. Tom Brady's Super Bowl wins and losses. All right. Super Bowl 53. He's in it. Super Bowl 52. Eagles against Patriots. Tom Brady. Super Bowl 51. That was a win for the Patriots. Super Bowl 49. Let's see. 49. 46, 42. What's XXIX? I think that's Super Bowl 39. And then yeah. Okay. So Brady is 1-0, 2-0, 3-0, 3-1, 3-2, 4-2, 5-2, 5. Brady is 5-3 in the Super Bowl right now. And it's rumored that this could be Brady's last season. How fitting is it that the team he started out that he played against in his first Super Bowl, the Rams, in Super Bowl XX. I just want one eye there. XXB. XXX. Hold on 1 second. VI. Oh, Super Bowl 36. Okay. So his first Super Bowl was Super Bowl 36 against the Rams, which he got bailed out in that game because it took a field goal by Adam Vinatieri for Brady to win the Super Bowl. So he got very lucky in that Super Bowl. And then Super Bowl 30. XXXB. And then in Super Bowl 38, Brady got bailed out again when Adam Vinatieri kicked a game-winning field goal to beat the Carolina Panthers. So, yeah, Brady's gotten bailed out twice. So, I'll admit that he's the GOAT, but he's been lucky a fair amount of times, and he's gotten breaks. But this is rumored to be his final season. I don't know if it's true or not, so don't quote me on that. But how fitting is it that in this Super Bowl, he's going against the Rams again? Now, in Super Bowl 39, he played the Philadelphia Eagles and beat them 24-21. Well, he played the Eagles again in the Super Bowl last year in Super Bowl 52, and we all know what happened. The Eagles came out with the win, 41-33, thanks in large part to the Philly special. However, I think the key play on that drive that resulted in the Philly special was actually the third down conversion to Corey Clement, where Clement ran, I think it was like a swing route out of the backfield, and Foles hit him, and he ran down close to the end zone. That was the key. I think that was the key play of the game, not the Philly special, because the Philly special, does not happen without that play. So, I'm just saying it now. That play, let me see if I can find it. Hold on. Hold on 1 second. Super Bowl 52. There we go. Okay, here we go. This is the play I'm talking about.
3rd and 3, and that is floated and caught down the sideline by Clement. Corey Clement breaks the tackle inside the 20. Makes it first down and goal.
If the Eagles don't have that play, they never get the Philly special. And without the Philly special, I don't think the Eagles would be the defending Super Bowl champions. Although they won't be the defending Super Bowl champions after this game. But here's the cool thing. The Cleveland Browns play both of these teams next season. They play the Rams in Cleveland, and they play the Patriots in New England. So, either way, the Browns will be playing the Super Bowl champions. But as an NFL fan, I'd much rather see the Rams win the Super Bowl. Not just because it's LA and it would be revenge for the World Series, but I'm tired of seeing Brady win Super Bowls. I'm tired of it. I'm just tired of seeing Brady in the Super Bowl. I wanted a new matchup. That's why I wanted Chiefs-Saints or Chiefs-Rams. I mean, am I upset about the missed call that cost the Saints the Super Bowl? Yes. Yes, I am. I'm furious about it. But what I'm more furious about is the fact that Tom Brady is in the Super Bowl again. Why? I mean, everybody's going to say, well, if you don't want him there, go out and beat him, which is easier said than done because New England always seems to find a way to do it. And, everybody's been downing him, saying, oh, they're too old, they don't have a playmaker and all this and that. And Tom Brady has gone out and done Tom Brady things, which good job by him, but would you stop going to the Super Bowl all the time? For God's sakes. When we had Seahawks-Broncos, that was, even though the Seahawks blew out the Broncos, I was fine with it because it was new teams. When in Super Bowl 50, it was Panthers-Broncos. Yes, I know the Broncos had just been there for Super Bowl 48, but it was new teams. we've had new teams in the NFC. Like last year was the Eagles. Year before that, it was the Falcons. Year before that, it was the Panthers. Year before that, it was the Seahawks for 2 years. And then we had the 49ers. And then the Giants, Packers. We get all these new teams. And then Super Bowl 44, the Saints. 43, the Cardinals. 42, the Giants. 41, the Bears. 40, the Seahawks. 39, the Eagles. I could go on. But you want me to go through the AFC? Okay, Super Bowl 52. Or Super Bowl 53, Patriots. Super Bowl 52, Patriots. Super Bowl 51, Patriots. Super Bowl 50, Broncos. 49, Patriots. 48, Broncos. 47, Ravens. 46, Patriots. 45, Steelers. 44, Colts. 43, Steelers. 42, Patriots. 41, Colts. 40, Steelers. 39, Patriots. Super Bowl 38, I believe, was the Patriots also. Yep, Super Bowl 38, Patriots. So it's just been too much of the same teams. The Patriots, the Broncos a little bit too much. The Steelers. I want new teams. It would have been great to see Chiefs, Saints, or Chiefs, Rams. But again, we get the Patriots. Like, enough is enough. I've had it with that. Like, they don't know what it's like to have a losing season. They don't. They don't know what it's like to have, to be like a Cleveland that lost its team in 95 and then had them come back and then had years of mediocrity and just now figuring out what it means to be a good team and have a lower draft pick, I should say. Because a higher draft pick would mean like first overall pick or second or third. A lower draft pick means 17 or 18, anything like that. And the Browns have the 17th pick. So they have a little bit lower. But the Patriots have won their division like 10 straight years, 14 out of the past 15 seasons, and this is they've been to the Super Bowl 4 out of the past 5 years. Come on, give other teams a chance. Why, oh why, why? Like, first off, Tom Brady should have been suspended longer than 4 games for Deflategate. Although it was never proven that he actually did or didn't do it. But, I mean, and I'm not just saying that as a Browns fan because he came back the week 4 against the Browns and absolutely obliterated us. I'm not saying it just because of that. But, like, if you are given a suspension, yes, I know you want to reduce it, but just to see Brady get, like, it seems like Brady gets this royal treatment from the NFL. Seriously, like, I'll give you an example. Roughing the passer. How is that rough? If that was like Andrew Luck or Baker Mayfield or Patrick Mahomes or Drew Brees, that wouldn't have been a roughing the passer call. It was just a slap on the shoulder. But it's Tom Brady, so he automatically gets, this royal treatment. No. Okay, no. Just because you have 5 Super Bowl rings doesn't mean you should get this royal treatment and be treated like a king in the NFL. No. Come on. So I really hope that the Rams somehow are able to go out there and beat the Patriots. So Brady knows what it's like to lose in back-to-back seasons. Because, like I said, the Patriots have lost to the Eagles last year. So, and I'll definitely be doing a Super Bowl live stream preview show later, but not right now. However, I will say, teams that have worn their white jerseys have done well in the Super Bowl recently. Let me go through it. Well, in Super Bowl 52, the Eagles were wearing their home jerseys and they won. So that part doesn't hold up. But in Super Bowl 51, the Patriots were wearing their away jersey, their white jerseys, and they won. Partially because the Falcons had no idea what it means to finish the Super Bowl. They should just be called the Atlanta Chokers, but whatever. Super Bowl 50, the Broncos were wearing their white jerseys, and they won. Super Bowl 49, New England was wearing their white jerseys, and they won. Super Bowl 48, Seattle was wearing their white jerseys, and they won. Super Bowl 47, Baltimore was wearing their white jerseys, and they won. Super Bowl 45, Packers were wearing their home jerseys, and they won. So, trend stopped a little bit there. But Super Bowl 44, Saints were wearing their away jerseys, and the Saints won. And they won. Super Bowl 43, the Steelers wore their away jerseys, and they won. Super Bowl 42, the Giants were wearing their away jerseys, and they won. Super Bowl 41, the Colts were wearing their away jerseys, and they won. Super Bowl 40, the Steelers were wearing their away jerseys, and they won. Super Bowl 39, the Patriots were wearing their away jerseys, and they won. So, you get my point, but I can't say it enough. Congratulations, NFL. You get the matchup you wanted. Boston against Los Angeles. Or New England against Los Angeles. But I'm going to say it again. Boston. Because the Patriots, even though they play in Foxborough, they're Boston. Foxborough is just a suburb of Boston. So it's Boston against Los Angeles. That's the matchup you wanted, NFL. You didn't want Kansas City against New Orleans because that doesn't sound like a sexy enough matchup. That doesn't sound like a matchup that would draw in the money. You didn't want Los Angeles against Kansas City, even though that was one of the best games of the season when it was 54-51, because you didn't think that would bring in the money. No, you wanted New England against LA for the Super Bowl because you knew that would bring in the most amount of money. Well, congratulations. You get your wish. But did it come fairly? No. Because, again, first off, in the New England Kansas City game, first off, that ball did touch Julian Edelman. Secondly, that was not a catch by Chris Hogan. And in what world is that a roughing the passer penalty? And if you're going to call a penalty an offside penalty on D Ford, which it was a penalty on D Ford, but call it when you actually see it. Don't throw it like after the play was over, because you just nullified an interception that would have pretty much won the game for Kansas City. Come on. You can't do that. And then in the Rams-New Orleans game, first off, should there have been a penalty on the Saints defender for that face mask? Maybe. It was close. But how do you not call that? Hang on, just got to respond to a text. I mean, the NFL would have been happy with New Orleans against New England too, because you would have had the storyline of Brady against Breeze. But so I get that. I get that argument, and they probably would have been okay with it. But I don't know. I just think the NFL this is the matchup the NFL wanted. And I'm going to get into it a little bit. If the Rams want to win this game, they've got to take something away from the Patriots. Because that's why the Chargers didn't beat the Patriots. That's why the Chiefs didn't beat. That's part of the reason why the Chiefs didn't beat the Patriots. Is because they didn't take anything away. They allowed Tom Brady, the GOAT, to have the run game. Seriously, everyone knows that it was pass interference on Roby Coleman. How do you not call that? Come on. You just cost the Saints the Super Bowl. Essentially. Now, again, I will say, were there other plays that Arthur Gentry, yes it was. Yes it was what? Oh, yes it was pass interference. Duh, we all know it was pass interference. But the referee who's standing right there just went, okay. And then the NFL comes out later and goes, yep, it was pass interference and helmet-to-helmet contact. What are we supposed to do about it now? So, personally, with there being controversy surrounding both the AFC Championship game and the NFC Championship game, I personally feel like there's controversy, or that the Super Bowl is, what's the word I'm looking for? Yes, a tainted Super Bowl. Thank you. And I truly believe this. Truly believe that. This Super Bowl is tainted because there was I'm sorry, but I've been trying to keep it clean, but I can't any longer. There was a shit ton of controversy in the NFC Championship game on that missed pass interference call that was blatant, and maybe a missed face mask call. We don't know. It looked close to it, but I'm not going to go out and say, yes, it was for sure pass interference, or I'm sorry, yes, it was for sure face mask, or no, it wasn't, because there's not a good enough angle on that play to say that it was a face mask. Yes, I would say this is a tainted Super Bowl. Now, they can make up for it if, like, the Super Bowl comes down to the wire and it, like, comes down to a field goal or something. If it's an offensive explosion. But if it's, like, a 21-17 game, I can't say that the NFL made up for. What's up, Chas? Oh, yeah, some crazy calls. Safe to assume neither crew will be officiating in the Super Bowl. Yeah, I would agree with that. Oops, I didn't mean to put an R in front of the word with. But, like, first off, I do believe Julian Edelman touched that ball. I know it was close, but I think it got him on the top of one of his thumbs. I don't remember which one. And I think it got him on the elbow. But the play that really frustrates me, or the penalty that really frustrates me from that New England Kansas City game, and I know I've already said this, but I'm going to say it again because it's like infuriating. How is this slapping a quarterback on the shoulder? How is that roughing the passer? Can anybody explain that? Like, it's not like Brady got knocked down or he didn't, like, the defender didn't lead with his helmet, or like he didn't lead with his shoulder into him. He didn't do any of that. All he did was hit him with his hand on his shoulder like that. How is that roughing the passer? I don't get it. But so that's the play that frustrates me the most from the AFC Championship game yesterday. Are you in high school or college? I am actually in college. Senior in college. Yeah. So, but of course, we all know the most controversial play from yesterday's games, which is that blatant pass interference that wasn't, apparently. I'll say it like that. It was the play that wasn't. Is that a good way of putting it? Because it was clearly pass interference and clearly helmet-to-helmet contact. The NFL even came out and said it after the fact. But in the moment of the game, the referee just went, and didn't do anything. Like, seriously, how do you not call that? Tommy Lee Lewis, the Saints receiver, didn't even get a chance to, like, reach his arms out or anything to make the play. How would you like doing a regularly scheduled sports talk show once a week? I belong to a network of YouTube content creators and talk show peeps. We are looking for a sports talk show host. We could really boost your subscribers and get you monetized. Doesn't cost you anything. Just people working together to create a better product. Yeah, I don't know. Let me think it over. I'm not going to give you a definitive answer right now. Because I don't want to make a split-second decision like that. But what was I just going to say? Hold on. JOHNN Y. Okay, I got your email now. But what I mean, the NFL comes out after the game and says, "Yep, it was a missed call." What good does that do? Is that supposed to calm down all of us NFL fans out here that clearly saw it in the game? No. Like, that should, even though it was under 2 minutes, that play should have been reviewed. There's no two ways around it. That play should have been reviewed. Whether it was a challenge flag by Sean Payton or somebody upstairs in the booth saying, "Hey, refs, take a look at this play." That play should have been reviewed. Seriously. Unbelievable. I don't know how that play goes. That play is almost as bad as the tuck rule, which, if you don't know what that is, go look it up. But in the synopsis, Charles Woodson, when he was with the Oakland Raiders, sacks Tom Brady. It's clearly a fumble. Raiders pick it up, and they're about to beat the Patriots, and this Patriots dynasty never starts. But the referees decide to review the fumble, and they determine that his arm was going forward and that it was an incomplete pass, which we all know is BS because that was clearly a fumble and it was the Patriots catching another break, which they've caught a lot of. I'm sorry, but I can't give it up. How is this a slap on the shoulder, roughing the quarterback? How? That happens all the time in the NFL. How is that? How? Sorry. What was I just gonna say? How? But you don't need my email? Okay. Oh, right, because I can just email you. Hold on. I'll email Chase. I'll email you after this live stream is over. But I'm just saying it might be difficult for me to do that right now. It might be difficult for me to do it right now because I'm about to be in my college's musical and I'm going to have rehearsal. So it might be difficult for me to do that, but we might be able to work something out. Yeah, I'm a senior, but I'm not saying no. We'll talk, yes. But it's like I can't say it enough. This is the Super Bowl the NFL wanted. I mean, yes, the NFL might have wanted Brady against Breeze or Saints against Patriots. I get it because of all the storylines, but the NFL wanted the Super Bowl. I can't say it any other way. So that's going to do it for this for this video. Hope you enjoyed it. If you did, punch that like button like a UFC player and give your thoughts on the games the Patriots dynasty started against the Rams, it's going to end against the Rams. I 100% agree, Iverson blogs. Actually, the Patriots are a -2 favorite right now, and the over-under is 58, but the FPI, Football Power Index, actually gives the Rams a 52% chance to win this game. But the key is, it's not the Patriots defense against the Rams offense. It's the Rams defense against the Patriots offense. Because even though there were some missed calls in the AFC Championship game yesterday, and even though that's I'm sorry, but I'm swearing again, even though it's a really shitty rule that if one team scores a touchdown, the other team doesn't even get a chance. But other than that, the reason the Patriots won is because the Chiefs' defense didn't do anything. Didn't take away anything from the Patriots. Like, they didn't take away the run. They didn't take away the short pass. So Brady was allowed to do whatever he wanted. And like on those key third downs late in the game, he would just sit back and find Julian Edelman. So the Chiefs defense didn't sack him at all. Like, were they able to generate some pressure? Yes, but they never sacked him. So, and that's the key. If you're going to beat the Patriots, you have to generate pressure on Brady. The Patriots defense isn't that good. It's just that, like, when teams get into the red zone against the Patriots, New England's defense has this bend but don't break methodology where they bend and allow you to pick up all this yardage and get into the red zone, but they don't break, meaning they don't allow you to score. They make you settle for field goals. Although Philadelphia did a good job with their play calling last year to get in to the point where when they got in the red zone, they didn't settle for field goals. They came up with plays that would beat the Patriots defense. Philly special, or the late touchdown pass to Zach Ertz. And even some of the plays where they weren't in the red zone. Like the Corey Clement play that set up the Philly special. That, like, you run plays that the Patriots defense isn't expecting you to. And the Patriots do the same thing on defense. Like, they'll run defensive plays that they don't show on film. Like, I guarantee Kansas City was not expecting New England to do a cover zero defense yesterday where they just send the full house. And Patrick Mahomes isn't old enough to realize, hey, it's this type of defense. I need to audible. He's not at that point in his career yet. As he gets more snaps in the NFL and has more seasons under his belt, he'll start to do that. But right now, he can't. And even though he's in his second year, I still consider him a rookie because in his rookie season, he played in only one game, and that was Week 17 in Denver when the Chiefs had nothing to play for because they already knew they were going to the playoffs. They had already won the AFC West. They already knew they were hosting a playoff game in the wild card round, so they had nothing to play for. So they just figured, let's play our bench guys. And they played Patrick Mahomes. So, since he only played one game, hold on. Okay. But since Mahomes only played in one game last season, I say this is his rookie year because this is his first time playing in all 16 games, well, beyond 16 games, actually, because he played to the AFC Championship. And, I'm being honest. Should he win MVP? Yes. And I don't know the last time the league MVP won the Super Bowl, because I don't remember who won league MVP last year, but it definitely wasn't somebody from the Eagles. I think it was Brady. And I think it was Brady, and he didn't win the Super Bowl. Year before that, it was Matt Ryan that won the Super Bowl. Or, I'm sorry, it was Matt Ryan that won the MVP, and the Falcons decided, hey, we're up 28-3. We're not even going to play in the second half. Yeah. We're up 28-3. Who cares that Tom Brady's on the other side? We're just going to stop. I don't know. But I couldn't tell you the last time the league MVP won the Super Bowl. But if the Rams want to win this game, they've got to take something away from the Patriots offense. That's the matchup to me. It's not the Patriots defense against the Rams offense. It's the Patriots offense against the Rams defense. Can Los Angeles, which I still wish they were in St. Louis, but anyway, can Los Angeles take away something from the Patriots offense? Whether it's the run game or the short passing game. Force somebody else to beat you besides Edelman or Brady. I mean, yeah, the Patriots are probably going to throw to James White like 20 times out of the backfield, but which I don't know why the Saints didn't do that more. Like, it was effective throughout the game, and you saw that. I don't know why the Saints didn't do that more. Honestly, I'm not even sure if Mark Ingram is going to be with the Saints next season, because it seems like the Saints primarily use Alvin Kamara. So, to be honest, I don't know if Mark Ingram's going to be with the Saints next season. We'll see. Hang on, I'm just writing an email. All right. Chas, I just sent you an email, so... Okay. Just need to take care of some emails. But, I guarantee, even though, I know I've said this, but, and I do have a little bit of a problem of repeating myself, but Saturday night's going to be good. A good one. The best point guard in the league, Curry versus Kyrie. Oh, really? Where? Is that in Boston or is that in Golden State? Let's see. Oh, it's in Boston. Gotcha. Yeah, I think Boston's going to win that game. The Celtics are figuring it out. Even though the Warriors have DeMarcus Cousins now, which I wasn't expecting this to become an NBA chat. I thought this was going to be a Yeah, it is in Boston, Iverson. I wasn't expecting this to also become an NBA vlog, but that's fine. Hey, you know what? Sometimes when you start talking about stuff, other things come up. So it's fine. You didn't do anything wrong, Iverson. I'm fine. So, yeah, it is in Boston. And speaking of MVP, when Steph Curry won unanimous MVP, he should not have won unanimous MVP. You know why? Because all he did was shoot that year. He didn't pass it. He didn't play defense. Nothing. The only reason I believe he won unanimous MVP is because people were like, ooh, we've never seen that type of shooting before. Oh my God. We should all vote for him for MVP. We've never seen anything like this before. Which I understand, and I get why he won unanimous MVP unanimously. But that doesn't mean I agree with it. Just like I understand why I will admit I believe Tom Brady is the GOAT now, but that doesn't mean I have to like him as a quarterback. I'll read my Facebook status that I wrote about Tom Brady one more time. I've been saying that Drew Brees is the GOAT, but after the performance I just saw, I can't deny it any longer. Tom Brady is the GOAT. However, that doesn't mean I have to like him, because I still don't like him. I also have to admit that I at least respect what the Patriots for what they've done. However, that doesn't mean I have to like them, and I don't, but I at least respect them. There's a difference. However, this doesn't mean that I don't think they've cheated, because I do think they've cheated in the past. Deflategate, Spygate, yeah. But what Brady has done in general is incredible, and I respect what he's done. But I still don't like him, and I respect the Patriots, but I still despise them. So, do you get what all that means? Like, I respect the Patriots, and what they've done, but I still despise them. And I respect what Brady has done, but I still don't like him. He's a top 3 player in the NBA. He's a top 3 player, in my opinion, in the NBA behind LeBron and KD. Okay, I could see playing Steph that high, but you also got to include Kawhi, Kyrie, Donovan Mitchell is approaching there. Anthony Davis is in that mix. Let's see. Damian Lillard is also in that mix. Who else? There's so many guys you could put in there. And speaking of Damian Lillard, I heard something like a few years ago from Stephen A. on First Take saying that if he were in New York or like a East Coast city or a non-Western, non-Pacific team like Portland, if he were in like Indiana or something, he would be getting more recognition, and he might actually be in the running for MVP. So just like when Bryce Love or Christian McCaffrey, I should say, was in consideration for the Heisman Trophy, which I think he should have gotten more votes, but I think it was Derrick Henry who won Heisman Trophy that year. Do I think Derrick Henry should have won Heisman Trophy? Yes, but I do wish Christian McCaffrey had gotten more votes. But because he plays out on the West Coast and his games aren't until 10 o'clock, nobody gets to see him. It's the same problem with Damian Lillard. Lillard plays in Portland. And I'm not saying Portland's a bad city or like the Trailblazers are a bad team. No, I'm not saying that. Don't get my words twisted. All I'm saying is that the fact that he plays out on the West Coast and the game. Oh yeah, I forgot about Giannis. Okay, my top. So I guess this live stream has taken a little bit of a turn, and now we're on to the NBA. But guess what? I'm fine. I love talking NBA, dude. You guys know I just like talking sports. So, hang on, gotta check a text. But yeah, so I'll switch the title of this to talking NFL and NBA. But I mean, or something like that. Or I'll just keep it the same title. I don't know. But honestly, the fact that I'm fine. Kyrie is in front of Russ. Who are your top 10 players? LeBron, KD, Curry, Kawhi, Giannis, AD, Westbrook, Embiid, and Kyrie. Okay. Interesting. What was I just saying? Oh, but I want to get excited about the Super Bowl because it's a good matchup with the Rams, specifically when the Patriots have the ball. Can the Rams defense slow down that Patriots offense? I want to get excited about this matchup. Believe me, I do. But I can't because it's a tainted Super Bowl because of the controversy surrounding the AFC Championship and the NFC Championship. Yet I can't. And besides the fact that we just had Boston against Los Angeles in this World Series, in which the Reds. Sorry about the dings. It's because I'm getting texts from friends. But the Super Bowl is tainted. Yes, you did forget about Harden. Harden's the front runner for MVP right now. Come on. But the Super Bowl is tainted. I can't get fully excited about it. And the Cavaliers play the Chicago Bulls today. Yay. Am I supposed to be excited about it? Woo! That's all you're going to get out of me. Because I'm a diehard Cavaliers fan, but we suck. We don't even have 10 wins yet. Great. This season is great. But those were two controversial games last night. And it should be Saints-Chiefs in the Super Bowl. But nope. The NFL wanted Rams-Patriots in the Super Bowl, and that's what they got. Good job, NFL.